and welcome you all to our weekly oil education, where this week we're going to be talking about how we can improve our sleep naturally using essential oils. Before we start using or recommending different oils that you might want to work with, we're just going to talk a little bit about sleep, because I think if we can understand what's going on in the body, then you might be able to think of ways that you can actually change things as well, because it's not just about which oil can we mask things with, it's about what's happening around sleep for someone that struggles to sleep. God, it's going to be one of them days. My screen. Oh, there we go. So we're going to talk. I'm going to start off by explaining the principles of how we sleep. We're going to identify some top tips for improving your sleep. We will introduce you to some essential oils and supplements and explain how they can improve your sleep. And we're going to start off by looking at the different stages of sleep, because we go through 5 different stages of sleep every single night. The first stage, this is the stage of non-REM sleep, and it happens when you first begin to fall asleep. So when your head touches the pillow and you start to drift off, that first stage only actually lasts normally about a few minutes. And during that stage, your heartbeat and your breathing begin to slow down, your muscles start to relax, and you start to produce alpha and theta brainwaves. Stage 2, the next stage of non-REM sleep, is a period of light sleep before you enter your deep sleep, and it lasts roughly for 25 minutes. So during this second stage, your heartbeat and breathing are slowing down a little bit more. You still haven't got any eye movements. Your body temperature's dropping and brain waves can spike up and down, producing what's known as sleep spindles. The third and fourth stages, these final stages of non-REM sleep, are the deepest sleep stages. So stages 3 and 4 are known as a slow wave or delta sleep. And your body performs a variety of important health promoting tasks on these final non-REM stages. So during this stage, it's quite hard to wake someone up out of this stage. The heartbeat and breathing are at their slowest rate. There's no eye movement still. The body's fully relaxed. Delta brainwaves are present. And this is when the body goes into repair. So it's tissue repair and growth and cell regeneration. This is where your immune system strengthens. So this is really where we want to get you into every single night. And then stage 5 REM sleep is where we get the rapid eye movement. And it usually occurs, if you've gone through all these stages without being woken up, it usually occurs about 90 minutes after you fall asleep. This is your dreaming stage of sleep. And the REM sleep lasts roughly 10 minutes the first time, and it increases with each REM cycle. So you cycle through those different stages of sleep throughout the night. And the final cycle of REM sleep usually lasts for about 60 minutes. So during this stage, your eye movement is becoming rapid, your breathing and heart rate is increasing, your limb and muscles become temporarily paralyzed, but twitches can occur, and brain activity is markedly increased. When you fall asleep at night, you're going to cycle through these stages of sleep multiple times, roughly every 90 minutes or so. So you can see how somebody that's very wakeful maybe is being woken up in stage 2 or 3, or well, 1 or 2, sorry. So they're not getting into that deep level of sleep where healing occurs. So this is why when we talk about some of the products later, that's the idea behind them, is to help you to fall asleep, but also to stay asleep long enough that you get into this healing stage of sleep. Now, the next thing we want to talk about really when we're talking about sleep is your circadian rhythm. And you might have heard of this before. It's often referred to as the body clock. And the circadian rhythm is actually a cycle that tells our bodies when to sleep, rise and eat. These are our physical, mental and behavioral changes that follow a 24-hour cycle. And it's this internal body clock that can be affected by environmental cues like sunlight and temperature. Now, there's an important chemical that exists naturally in all cells of the body that signals that you're tired and causes you to want to go to sleep. And this is the adenosine. It's called sleep pressure or just feeling tired. Now, adenosine is what's causing that sleepy feeling, and it rises consistently throughout the day, slowly making you feel more and more tired going up to bedtime. And then when you fall asleep, the adenosine depletes, so you're producing less, and throughout the night it gets less and less and less, and then you wake up again at a lower level as the circadian rhythm kicks in again in the morning. Melatonin is also an important part of the sleep program. Melatonin is a hormone that occurs naturally in your body that controls your sleep patterns or maintains your circadian rhythm. The mineral that feeds melatonin is magnesium. So if we can consume more magnesium, like in foods like almonds, avocados, shrimp, and spinach, this is going to help to relax your muscles and keep your cortisol levels in check. It also helps to regulate your blood pressure. Another way you can increase melatonin is to get outdoors. It only takes a few minutes in the sun to start seeing the benefits. They think that exposing your eyes to bright light when you wake up can help you produce more melatonin later at night when you need it most. So one of the things I know in our sleep advice, they say I have to sleep in a darkened room, but I actually like sleeping where the sun naturally wakes me up. And I think it is because it kickstarts all the hormone release for the circadian rhythm. After dinner sweets, you could have tropical fruits like pineapple, oranges, and bananas. They're a great source of melatonin, and a natural melatonin within 2 hours of eating them. Also, it's all in the genetics. Circadian rhythms will vary from person to person, depending on when they naturally wake up and have maximum energy. So the idea of morning people and night owls is real. And when sleep kicks in can depend upon your genetics. So if you're not a person that naturally wants to go to sleep early, then it might be that you're naturally a night owl. But if you're the sort of person that likes to go to sleep early so you can get up nice and early in the morning, then that's because that's genetically the way you're predisposed. Now, why would humans evolve with this variation? And actually, it's to do evolutionary. Having a mixture of morning people and night owls allowed a population to reduce its vulnerability in nighttime to a shorter period of time. So you think about it, if you've got some of the community staying awake later, and then when they're asleep, you've got others that want to naturally wake up earlier. So that was one way that they think we evolved into being night owls or morning people. The problem is that modern times, the night owls suffer because if we have a job, a 9 till 5 job, they're not going to let you start at 10 because you're a night owl. So you're forced into a routine that your body naturally doesn't want to do. So to strengthen your circadian rhythm, you could have a protein-rich breakfast. Protein gives you the strength and energy to get on with your day. Get some sun, get out there when the sun does come out. Vitamin D straight from the sun is vitally important for your physical and mental health. Try and get some exercise in if you can. Raising your core body temperature and doing cardio can help you sleep better at night. Lower your stress levels, and this is one way where your essential oils do come in. No Wi-Fi before bed. The light from the screen will throw off your circadian rhythm and keep you awake, because it is that darkness that kickstarts the different chemical releases that make the adenosine that makes you feel really tired. If you're in this artificial state of light all the time because you're staring at a screen, then that process just isn't going to work. Also, it's recommended that you set a bedtime and always go to bed at the same time every night to get yourself used to sleeping at the right time. And that's okay to do during a normal period of time, but we find ourselves in the summer holidays. A lot of people with kids have a totally different routine to what they normally do. But if you can keep a set bedtime going, then it'll keep your body's rhythm in flow. Be comfortable in bed. keeping your bedroom cool and clutter-free, and sleep in darkness. So we're going to bring in our essential oils now. And the reason for that is because essential oils can be calming and soothing for bedtime, but also keeping the stress levels down during the day. There's also oils that make us feel more energized. So if we have had not a very good night's sleep, then we can use those oils to keep us going throughout the day. It'll help you to create and support healthy habits during the day and work as a sedative and increase that sleepy feeling during the night. Remember, you've got 3 ways we can use these oils because of the purity of the doTERRA essential oils. We can use them aromatically, so you can have them going in the diffuser, or you can put a drop on your hands and breathe them in. You can use them topically with a carrier oil put topically onto the skin. And some of them are safe for internal use. Not all the doTERRA oils are safe for internal use, but there's quite a lot that are, and that's down to the purity and the testing of the oils. So the first one I want to talk to you about, or the combination I want to talk to you about, is a combination called Serenity. Now, Serenity is the name of an oil blend. It's also the name of a supplement. So first of all, the oil blend itself. What doTERRA have done with Serenity, which they call the restful blend, is they've put all of the sleep oils into one bottle. So we've got ylang ylang, which is very calming. We've got Roman chamomile, which can calm, relax, and quieten the body and mind. We've got lavender, that's been known for centuries. It's been used to help with things like sleep and tension and anxious feelings. We've got vetiver, which is a really grounding, calming essential oil. I'm going to go into a bit more detail about some of these in a minute. It's got hoe wood in there, which is calming thanks to its high concentration of linalool. You've got Hawaiian sandalwood, which is woody, earthy and relaxing. Marjoram, which is emotionally soothing. Cedarwood, which is high in cedrol, which has been studied extensively for its ability to calm our nerves. And vanilla absolute, which soothes away worries and encourages feelings of love and connection. So they've put all of those oils into one bottle, and it's called Serenity. So it's a lot cheaper way of you getting these oils because you're not having to buy them all individually. So that for me is my favorite combination of oils for sleep. Now there's a supplement or a complex also called Serenity, but it is not the same. It's not the oil blend in a capsule like sometimes we get with these. It's actually has got some lavender in there, but it's also got some botanicals that have been studied for helping us to have a good night's sleep. So what it says there on the thing, it relieves occasional sleepiness, promotes healthy relaxation and sleeps, helps you get the refreshing sleep you need without leaving you feeling groggy or sleepy the next day. That was the main difference, actually. If you've ever taken a sleeping tablet and you wake up the next day and you just feel really out of it still, it's not a nice feeling. But with the Serenity complex, what I found is it gets you into that deep level of sleep that I was talking about a moment ago. So you can get into that level, but it also, when you wake up in the morning, you feel completely normal because you've had a really good night's sleep. It doesn't give you a sedative effect the next day. It helps to make a difference in the quality and ease of going to sleep, encourages a restful sleep, calms the nervous system, and helps to reduce stress. So some people just use these for sleep, but some people also use them as a calming supplement to use during the day if they're feeling particularly anxious. So that's the little combo. So it's the same name, but it's not the same thing. So just to let you know that, because I've had it before where some people have said to me that they've used the oil blend in a capsule, and some of those oils I don't think are oils that we recommend internally that's in the blend. So you can get it as a combo. You can buy them individually. I can't see what the prices are. The thing's too low, but I think it's about £29 for the oil and about £23 for the soft gels. But actually, if you're going to get both, it's better to look on your account and put it in as the Serenity combo pack, because they put the two together and they reduce the price. So for the two, it's 49. So I think you save about £10 by getting it as the combo. Now, another oil that you might not think of for sleep is copaiba, because we think of copaiba a lot of the time, well, I'm guilty of thinking of it as for pain and anxiety, but copaiba is another good sleep oil. It comes from the Copaifera tree, which is native to South America. And while there isn't that much research on its effects specifically for sleep, as there are for other oils that we work with, like lavender or vetiver, it does contain certain properties that contribute to improved sleep. And they are anti-inflammatory and pain relief. So copaiba is known for its anti-inflammatory and analgesic properties. So if discomfort or pain is causing you sleep disruptions, then using copaiba may help to alleviate these issues and create a more comfortable sleep environment. It's also another oil that's very good for stress reduction, very calming on the mind and body. So it's if you can reduce the stress levels and anxiety, which can interfere with your ability to fall asleep and stay asleep, then it can promote a sense of tranquility and it might support your sleep better that way. For relaxation and mood enhancement as well, copaiba is often used to promote relaxation and improve your mood. And again, it's that getting your mind ready for sleep and helping you to wind down before bedtime. It also contains a compound called beta-caryophyllene, which interacts with your cannabinoid receptors in the body. And it's this interaction that they think contributes to the relaxation and then aiding your sleep. And there's 10 ways to use copaiba. If you're watching this in the Facebook group or on the replay, you can just screenshot that if you're collecting these 10 ways. So to incorporate it into your sleep routine, you could use it through the diffuser, make a room spray, add a few drops to a warm bath at bedtime. Also applying it to the skin as well to get the oils in that way, or copaiba is one that we can use internally. So you could put a drop under your tongue as well. Now, the reason I've brought it in is because actually a lot of people use the Serenity soft gels and the new copaiba soft gels together for sleep support. And if you're using both, then I would say just take one of each 20 minutes before bedtime. If you're only using one of them, then take two just before bedtime. So 2 Serenity or 2 copaiba, or 1 copaiba and 1 Serenity. Now with the oil blend, you could have that diffusing in the bedroom. So you're getting, when you go into bed, maybe have it on about half an hour or an hour before you actually want to go to sleep. So it's infusing the space with these essential oils. So you've got a couple of different diffuser blends there that you can look at. Putting Serenity with Citrus Bliss is known as being a tantrum tamer. So that's a good one for those of you with some younger kids. If you've got somebody that's not sleeping that well because they're struggling with their breath, then you could mix Serenity with eucalyptus and peppermint. If you just want stress-free, then you could add Serenity to Adaptive. Now, I've put Adaptive in our sleep talk, really because the oils in there, if you look, we've got lavender, magnolia, neroli, and sweet gum, which are all very calming. There's also some wild orange and spearmint, which, although being energizing and uplifting, wild orange, I'm going to talk about a bit more in a moment, but it has the ability to clear the mind of all those racing thoughts that could be stopping you falling asleep. It's also got copaiba and rosemary in this blend as well. So you could use it topically on the body, you could inhale it, you could put it on the bottom of the feet, and it's just a really lovely blend to get you calm and ready for sleep. Now with lavender, I think I've touched on it. It's well known for its calming and relaxing effects. So we just think of it as calming for the mind, calming for the skin. It contains compounds like linalool and linyl acetate, which have been shown to promote a sense of tranquility and reduce anxiety. So inhaling the aroma of lavender could be what's helping to lower the stress levels, which can then be really beneficial for those that are struggling with sleep issues that's caused by stress and anxiety. It also creates a lovely peaceful atmosphere, which makes it easier to unwind and fall asleep. And someone shared in our customer WhatsApp group earlier that they've now shown that lavender can actually improve your memory as well. So by diffusing and using lavender at night to help you sleep, then it could have other effects of helping you with your memory during the day. Now, I put air on the sleep talk because air is a really good blend for opening the airways. And one of the things that can disrupt our sleep is sleeping next to, or even if you do it yourself, somebody that snores. If you're snoring, then you're not getting a good night's sleep, and your partner is also not getting a good night's sleep next to you. And this combination of oils is really good for keeping the airways open and reducing the amount of snoring or even the level of snoring. And for some people, stops it all completely. So one place you can put this to help with snoring is on the big toe. In reflexology, the big toe is the head, and you can just put a drop straight onto your finger, straight onto the big toe, or you could mix it with a carrier oil and rub it over the chest, or you could have it diffusing in the bedroom as well. So you all get a really good night's sleep. Vetiver had to be in my sleep talk. Vetiver is one that I'm just starting to work with myself actually for sleep. It's very, very calming. It smells amazing. It comes from the roots of the vetiver plant, and it's often used for grounding and sedative properties. It has a woody, earthy aroma, which when you breathe it in, it has, in most people, a very deeply relaxing effect. And it makes it really beneficial for calming an overactive mind. The vetiver can help to get rid of nervous tension and bring about a sense of emotional balance. These qualities are especially valuable for people that find it difficult to switch off their thoughts before bedtime and then allowing for a much more restful night's sleep. So again, you could have it diffusing. I'm going to give you a sleep protocol in a moment that you can all try. I'm going to try it tonight as well. And it does recommend having a drop of vetiver under the tongue. But if you didn't want to have it internally, then you could have it diffusing. You could pop some on your hands and breathe it in. You can mix it with your Serenity or your Balance blend. Pop some in a bath before bedtime. Mix some with a carrier oil and massage it into the body. So it's a really lovely one. During the day, vetiver on the base of the skull, going into the back of the neck, is really good to helping you to concentrate. It really improves your attention span. And wild orange has to go in there as well because of its ability, I think I've already touched on it, to get rid of those racing thoughts that can go through our mind the minute we try and sleep. Wild orange is a funny one because it's often valued for its mood boosting properties, but it's also very, very calming. It's what we call an adaptogen. So if your body needs a bit of energy, wild orange is going to bring it to you. But if it needs to calm and slow down, then it's going to release the hormones that make you calm. So it's uplifting and refreshing. It can create a real positive atmosphere, and it's a good one for getting rid of feelings of stress and tension. And when you can bring that emotional balance and relaxation, that's how it plays a role in quieting the overactive mind, which makes it easier to unwind and prepare for a restful night's sleep. Now, on the screen there, on the top 10 ways to use wild orange, it does one of number 6. It says diffuse with peppermint to help you wake up. And I love wild orange and peppermint together. It's my energy and focus blend of oils. And peppermint is not going to help you drop off to sleep, but I brought it in because when you wake up in the morning, if you haven't had a very good night's sleep, you can feel groggy in the morning. So just leave in your bottle of peppermint by the bed so that when you wake up, you can reach over, put some on your hands and breathe it in. And it's so energizing and clearing of the mind as well, that it just, if you can lay for a few moments, just breathing in the peppermint first thing in the morning, then it's really going to help you to get out of bed feeling much more positive. Some other things that peppermint's good for: mental clarity and focus. So it can help to clear the mind, improve the concentration, and stimulate cognitive function, making it useful for tasks that require mental sharpness. So this is your daytime oil. It's also one we use for digestive support. And the reason I'm bringing all these other things in, you might think, well, this is a sleep talk. I just want you to see how versatile these oils are. So you might be buying it for one reason, but then there's a multitude of other ways that you can use that oil during the day. So for digestive support, it can help to ease indigestion, reducing gas and bloating. It's got respiratory benefits. It's going to open the airways, a bit like our air blend. It's also good for muscle relaxation. So it has a cooling effect when you put it on the skin. So this is good in one way if you do wake up in the night because you're feeling really hot. Sometimes as we women get older, then we can start to have these hot moments at night. So this, you could put a little drop just onto the back of the neck, not too much because you don't want to overstimulate yourself at bedtime. But if it's the warmth that's keeping you awake, then this can have the effect of helping to calm you down and cool you down rather. It's also, peppermint's got pain relieving properties, so you can use it for headaches, just putting some across the temples, and stress and relaxation. So while peppermint is invigorating, it can also help to reduce stress and anxiety. So its aroma does have a calming effect on the nervous system. So that would be one that could be beneficial for sleep. And it's interesting, when my daughter went off to uni, I gave her a set of oils. I remember this, and I told her how to use them. And I said, so lavender's for nighttime to help you sleep, peppermint for the next day, and told her all of this. But she obviously didn't remember what I said. And I asked her how she's getting on with her oils. And she said, yeah, I love that peppermint one you gave me for sleep. So, you know, where you think that one of them might be too uplifting for nighttime, it certainly wasn't for her. So now the other product really that I want to talk about with sleep is MetaPower, and that's because I've had so many reports from people saying that they're sleeping a lot better since they've been using the MetaPower during the day. So I thought I'd have a little bit of a look to see why that might be. Now what I found, so MetaPower, this is the advantage. So it's your collagen with NMN added in. We've got a whole presentation on MetaPower. If that's something you want to look at, I can share the link with you. But just to recap, it's a collagen supplement, this part of it, the advantage. It's got 9 different types of collagen tripeptides. Now the body actually produces 28 types of collagen naturally. But as we get older, the amount of collagen that we're naturally producing starts to drop. And this starts to drop from your mid-20s. Now, most of the collagen supplements that we can buy have got 1 or 2 types of collagen in, and it's usually the types that support your skin and your hair. But the 9 types that are in this one also, as well as supporting your skin and your hair, they're good for cognitive function. They're good for collagen running all the way through your ligaments and your joints. So if you're getting a bit achy, then I always talk about collagen supplements now. So we know that it's there. It's going to support our skin. This has got vitamin C in as well, which means we absorb more of the collagen. It's going to help with healthy bone function. So looking at all of those things, when it's helping with your joint and muscle health, so this we're talking about your tendons, your ligaments and your muscles, taking the collagen supplement can help the joint support, and it can reduce the amount of discomfort or pain that you're feeling in your joints. And potentially then this would lead to a more comfortable sleep. So this is if you're experiencing a lack of sleep because of joint related or muscle pain. Now, because the collagen also helps with our gut health, collagen actually contains the amino acid glycine, which is known for its potential calming and relaxing effects. And some studies have shown that glycine can help improve sleep quality and reduce daytime sleepiness. So that could be why we're talking, a lot of reports are coming in saying, I've got the energy levels during the day now, and I'm sleeping better at night. Now we know that collagen is good for skin health and is actually integral to maintaining skin elasticity and hydration. If improved skin health through collagen leads to increased comfort and reduced skin-related discomfort during sleep, that could be why it's helping people to have a more restful sleep. And then you've got overall wellness. Collagen is involved in various bodily processes, including maintaining a healthy gut lining and supporting your immune function. So improved overall wellness can also impact your sleep quality, because a healthier body is generally better equipped for more restorative, that's that deep level of sleep. So I don't know if you find that interesting. I know a few people have commented and asked me why, and those are some of the reasons why it could be. Now, here's the sleep application that I've actually, or protocol, whatever you want to call it, which I've taken from the Advanced Oil Magic book. So if you're someone that really does suffer with your sleep, then it would be well worth trying this. And I'd try it for a week or two before you decide whether it's worked for you. And the reason I say that is because we can get into a habit with our sleep. So we really want to bring in things like this, which will address that habit, but then also be on it long enough to reform new healthy habits. So the sleep application is the Serenity soft gels and the Copaiba soft gels, one of each, 30 minutes before bed. If you haven't got both and you're just using one, then take two just before bed, 30 minutes before bed. The second step is to get your Serenity blend, or if you haven't got that yet, then the lavender, and apply a couple of drops to the temples and to the bottom of the feet. In your bedroom, you've got some oils diffusing. I would recommend the Serenity and Wild Orange, or Lavender and Wild Orange. Have those going in the bedroom about an hour before you want to go to sleep, or turn it on when you get into the bedroom if you've forgotten. And then step 4, take a drop of each, Vetiver and Wild Orange, under the tongue before bed. And you can either, under the tongue, if you get a mirror and you hold the mirror up as you're dropping it out, you'll see one drop form so that you can easily drop it back. But if you're a bit worried about that you might get too much doing it that way, just put a drop on your thumb and push it up into the roof of the mouth. So that's what I'm going to try tonight. So that's your sleep application. Take a screenshot of that and let us know how you get on with these things. And before we come back into the room, what I'd like to do with you now is a tranquil slumber guided meditation. You can listen back to this as you're falling asleep at night. You could get your oils and do it again then. But if you want to do it with me now, then the oils that we'll be working with tonight are Vetiver, Lavender, and Wild Orange. If you haven't got the lavender and you've got Serenity, you could use that. Yeah, so that's an either or, the middle ones. So if you get your oils now, whichever ones you're working with, and just put a drop on the palm of your hand. So a nice way to do that, you can either drop it straight out, or you could just turn the bottle over onto your finger. So you're just getting a small amount out. You don't need too much of this. The Vetiver takes ages to come out. That's why I'm tapping the bottle onto my hand, and I'm just getting enough there for this meditation. So I've got some Vetiver, and I'm going to put onto that, I'm going to put a little bit of lavender. And if you've got sensitive skin, you might want to put a little bit of carrier oil onto your hand as well. You could make this up in a roller, so you've got it there as your sleep roller. So if you're watching this on the replay, you might want to pause it here while you get your oils ready. But if you're doing this with me live in the room, hopefully you've got your oils on now. I just want you to settle down now and get comfortable. So settling down into your comfortable sleep space. You've rubbed your hands together to activate the oils, and then gently closing your eyes, bring your hands up to your face and take a few deep breaths of your tranquil slumber blend. And just focusing on your breath, inhaling deeply, just allowing those oils to fill your lungs. You're breathing in and exhaling slowly, releasing any tension or worries on the exhale. Deep breaths in and slow breaths out. Now just imagine that there's a soft, calming light surrounding you. creating a cocoon of serenity. Visualize this light gently enveloping you, offering a sense of safety and tranquility. Now bring your awareness to the soothing aroma of lavender. Taking a deep breath of your oils and becoming aware of the lavender in the blend. And in your mind's eye, picture a field of lavender flowers in full bloom. And become aware of their sweet scent wafting through the air. And inhale your blend deeply, letting the calming fragrance of lavender wrap around you like a gentle embrace. And feel its peaceful energy flowing through your body, relaxing every muscle, easing your mind. And as you continue to breathe deeply, become aware of the grounding essence of vetiver. And visualize the sturdy roots of the vetiver plant reaching deep into the earth. And feel it anchoring you to the present moment. As you inhale the earthly aroma of vetiver, allowing its stabilizing energy to flow through you. And feeling any restlessness or racing thoughts melting away and being replaced with a sense of calm and centeredness. And now become aware of the vibrant and uplifting energy of wild orange. And visualize a ripe, juicy orange in your hand, its zest releasing a burst of invigorating fragrance. As you inhale deeply, absorbing the revitalizing aroma of wild orange. And let its joyful and uplifting qualities fill your being, replacing any lingering thoughts or stress with a renewed sense of positivity and lightness. And taking another deep breath of your blend. As the combined energies of lavender, vetiver, and wild orange surround you, imagine yourself gently floating on a tranquil stream. And each breath carrying you deeper into relaxation. And with every exhale, you release any tension or worries that may have lingered. As you feel your body becoming heavier and more at ease, as you sink into a state of complete relaxation. Just allow yourself to fully embrace this moment of serenity, knowing that you're safe and supported. And as you continue to breathe slowly and deeply, repeat the following affirmation to yourself. I'm surrounded by calming energy. I release all thoughts that no longer serve me. I embrace tranquility and welcome a peaceful night's sleep. Just let these words resonate within you, like ripples of calm spreading through your being. As you feel your mind becoming quieter, your body becoming more relaxed, and your spirit becoming more at peace. Just take a few more moments to bask in this soothing embrace of lavender, vetiver, and wild orange. And when you're ready, gently begin to bring your awareness back to the present moment. Wiggle your fingers and toes, allowing yourself to gradually awaken. And as you open your eyes, carry the sense of calm and tranquility with you into your sleep. And trust that these gentle energies of these essential oils will guide you to a restful slumber, where you can embrace the beauty of deep and rejuvenating sleep. Good night and sweet dreams. I hope you enjoyed that session and you've learned something new about sleep and you've tried a few different oils. Just before I come back to the Zoom room and stop the recording, I just wanted to let you know we're actually running our essential oil trials again, and it starts the 22nd of August so that we can run it together as a group. So this would be really good to invite your friends and family to, if you know that they struggle with one of these particular areas. So sleep is one of our areas, pain is another, stress and anxiety is another, and digestion support as well. What happens during the trial, some of you might have been on this before, it might have been how you were introduced to us. During the trial, you get sent the oils or the supplements to try for 7 days. And during those 7 days, you're supported by your mentor, whoever's guiding you through, and they'll be there for one-to-one support. We're also opening a new Facebook group for the people that are just on the trial. So you'll get support through the Facebook group and you'll get the support of the community that's doing it with you. And we've also created an online program so that you can tap into what the oils do and you can learn a little bit more about them as you journey with them throughout the week. Now, we do have a small charge for these just to cover our costs really for sending you the oils. But I think some of the trials start from about £5. So do speak to either myself or the person that's introduced you to the oils within our group for more information on that, because we've still got time to send some of these out. So if you've got a friend or family member that struggle with sleep, pain, stress and anxiety or digestion, you can do 1, 2, 3 or all 4 of the different trials throughout that week. Yeah, just let us know. We can always speak to them as well to find out what's going on and see if they'd be suitable for this. Also, if you're close to Marlow, Buckinghamshire, then we are running our essential oil mega class on 17th of August at 7:30. Now, this is our introduction to using essential oils as plant-based medicine. So it may well be something you've already been on, but you're welcome to come join us to recap. But also it's an opportunity again to invite your friends, your family members that are maybe wanting to learn a little bit more about using essential oils. They know that you're loving them and maybe you're not sure how to talk to them about them, then this is the perfect opportunity for them to come along and learn. So it's a really fun, informal class. We get the 10 oils out. You learn all about what essential oils are, how they work in the body, 3 ways you can use them. And we do a deep dive into the top 10 oils. There's also the opportunity at the end, if anyone did want to purchase any oils, then they could do so and join our oil education community, which you're a part of. So that's the 17th of August at 7:30. Do let us know and we'll send you the details of where it is. So it is free to attend that one as well at the moment. So, okay, well, thank you for watching. I'm going to stop the share and say goodbye to Facebook. Thank you over there if anyone's watching. Let us know in the comments. If you try these protocols today, let us know how you get on with them in the comments, because we'd really love to know. So I'm going to say goodbye to Facebook. And I'm just going to stop recording in here.